Oops. No.
To be hairy or not to be hairy? That is the question. Well, it might be a question, but really, what choice do we have? Sorry to say, but it's already kind of decided whether or not you're gonna have a lot of body hair, if you're gonna be bald early, or how soon your grays will appear. Can all this hair be trying to tell us something about our health? Should we be paying more attention to what our hair is doing? We're gonna answer these hairy questions and more in today's video. Before we continue, subscribe to Bestie and click that notification bell too. Help support Bestie by watching this video until the end. First of all, having lots of body hair or certain type of hair on your head doesn't mean you're unhealthy, it's more about your genetic makeup. What the hair on your body and head can do is give you an idea about what's going on under the surface. Here are some things your hair might be trying to tell you. You're getting older. Going gray is a common sign of getting older, and we think you should wear it as a badge of honor. Sometimes we go gray really early, and that's just because of our genetics. If you're going gray before your time, maybe take a look at some old photos of your parents or your grandparents. You might be surprised to find that they have probably gone gray early too. Have you heard that plucking out your gray hairs will make even more grow back? It's not true. Plucking one gray hair will only result in another hair growing out in its place. Your hair turns gray because the pigment cells die. It's actually recommended that you don't pluck gray hairs from your head, as this could lead to bald patches or even infection. Imbalance in your hormones. Hormones can do all sorts of things to a person's body, and when they're out of whack, you're gonna notice. Experiencing a boost in testosterone levels, which both men and women possess, can increase hair growth on the body and the face. While this may be noticeable to women who don't usually grow a lot on their faces, men can experience this too. The condition of unwanted male pattern hair growth on women is known as hirsutism. Male pattern hair that grows above the belly button, the chest, upper back, and face. On the other hand, raised levels of testosterone in women can also cause baldness in women too. This sometimes happens when menopause begins and estrogen levels naturally decrease. Like we said, when your hormones are off the charts, you're probably gonna notice. Adrenal gland disorder. This disorder is very rare and also is known as Addison's disease. Your adrenal glands can be found just above the kidneys. When these glands produce too little cortisol or aldosterone, that's when Addison's disease can develop. The onset of this disease is usually very slow and can take many months until you notice symptoms. This can make identifying this disease even harder because it's often mistaken for just being stressed out. Symptoms of this disease include the loss of body hair, but also a strange craving for salt, feeling extremely tired, weight loss, and many other hard-to-diagnose symptoms. Autoimmune problems. Again, this is another rare one, but losing hair on your head or body in weird circular patterns could be what's called alopecia. This can mean hair loss of the scalp or hair loss on your body, including your eyebrows or even your eyelashes. Unfortunately, there's no known cure for this disease, but it doesn't actually damage the hair follicles and isn't contagious. Researchers believe that this could be the result of an autoimmune disorder that makes your body attack your own hair follicles, which then make your hair fall out. Scientists are still trying to figure out how someone develops this disorder. While they do believe it can be caused by problems with your immune system, it's also said that it can be genetic. If both parents carry the gene, they can possibly pass it down to their kids. There's also the idea that someone's environment can play a role in their hair loss as well. There was a study done that showed when looking at twins, it's possible for only one of them to develop alopecia, which means it has to come from an outside source if not genetic. However, we still don't know what these specific environmental triggers are. Researchers think it's probably allergens, hormones, toxins, or even all of the above. You could be low in iron. This happens to women more than men because of that glorious time of the month, and the fact that women can lose a lot of blood. It can also happen when folks are on certain diets that omit foods rich in iron like red meat, dried fruits, and kale. Not having enough iron in your body can create all sorts of health-related issues, including, you guessed it, hair loss. Hair loss is actually one of the most common symptoms of an iron deficiency. Basically, without iron, your body can't produce enough of the protein hemoglobin in your blood. This hemoglobin carries oxygen to your cells and helps with the growth and repairs. Hair needs oxygen to grow, and if there's a lack of it, these cells that take care of hair growth can't do their job. This could also mean that you're eating too much fast food. There's very little in the form of nutritional value when it comes to a Happy Meal, and if you eat fast food on a regular basis, you're probably missing out on some key vitamins and minerals your body needs. If this does happen, your body can react in a negative way, like hair loss, but also can increase your risk of type 2 diabetes, obesity, and cardiovascular disease, among other things. Hypothyroidism. Hypo what? Hypothyroidism. Your thyroid is a gland that sort of looks like a cute little butterfly in the front of your neck. It releases hormones, regulates your metabolism, heartbeat, breathing rate, body temperature, menstrual cycles, if you're a woman, and cholesterol, among some other things I'm sure we didn't mention. It's really important, and when it's out of whack, it can cause some real problems. Problems like hormonal imbalance and eventually hair loss. It's said that everyone has a hair cycle, which is a time of the year that you shed more than others. And it's different depending on the person. But when hair loss becomes worrisome on your head or body, you could have a thyroid issue. Symptoms can be losing the hair on your head, but also the eyebrows. You can have your blood tested to see how your hormone levels check out if you're worried. Other symptoms that go along with hair loss can include weight gain, problems remembering things, eye trouble, and fatigue. If you're experiencing anything on the list that you're worried about, make sure you talk to a medical professional. Your hair could be the first thing trying to notify you that something funny might be going on under the surface of your body. Maybe we should be giving the hair on your body a little more credit. Did anything on this list surprise you? Let us know if your hair has ever given you a hint when it comes to your health in the comment section below. Enjoyed this video? Hit like, share, and subscribe to Bestie. Wait, what kind of Bestie are we if we don't tell you about our other awesome videos? Go ahead, choose the left or right video and enjoy.